games for more stats, but I'm very convinced at the moment. Okay, KO flash into double swing. Dude, we had one. Oh my god, their pistols are so good right now. We had a guy playing anti-flash and we omen flashed on the back of it so we can't swing. Oh my god, it's so good.
Again, the pot flashes, this man
and then they regroup and 5-pass the mid. Dude, the coaches, man, they're coming so heavy this week. Poor Vitality, bro. These pistols are legit.
Oh, right. Gentlemates won. Everyone died.
That's what happened.
Yeah. Very quick, very explosive, and I don't know, what adaptations are we looking to see here from Vitality, because the last one, they started to get a little bit nervous, a little bit uncomfortable with their positioning, they made mistakes. I don't know, how do we expect them to fix that up here on the second map?
They've always been pretty comfortable on this one. I think a lot of what they do well is those sort of slow default rounds. We saw it quite a bit during kickoff, obviously slightly different in terms
3-0,
of
right?
personnel, but the
3-0 for pistols.
It's not going to be too different. Happy to sort of play the map and just sort of work off the picks that they can get. And that's the thing. And Gentlemates are a team that like their set plays. We've seen it in the pistol round, like those combinations.
Go heavy mid, and we're about to have a 3-pass and stack mid.
Yeah, there's a crossfire setup here.
Oh.
Well, they are able to lock out.
Oh, that creates a lot of pressure. Smoke to block vision, gun down, so you know that they would be heavy going for it. They disrespect the smoke and double swing and clear all the info. Gentlemates are doing some nice stuff here. Okay, straight fight up, fight on A, retake over towards B. We got a cam to get info in terms of 2 people running onto site, and we have the info trip. So as long as they hold this the whole time, they know that no one's over towards market. Yeah. Constantly been holding vision of this, and they flash and now they take market. Lovely. And they never had to worry about any duel here because of the trip. One of the better players to get this as well. Takas can go get a defuse, right?
I'm going to be honest, Takas at the start of the season didn't quite show up at the level many expected him, right?
White bar? Yeah, let me reset this.
From the Challenger Leagues, getting into VCT EMEA, he has been a star. But he's flown under the radar if you compare them in the likes of other duelists playing up.
So Takas won away, and this, so again, prime example of what we're talking. So one away from an ult, so let's say it's 2-1. They have a chance to win the bonus, obviously, because we're going up against classics, and then that means you have heavy guns in terms of the big buy. Your bonus is always good. And then it's going to be a close round. They're probably going to get at least minimum 2 kills, which means it's a swing round, and then they got a raise ult to bring them up to 3-1, and then they're up against an eco again. That's how you would imagine it would go. That's what it's favored to do. Or they get the ult into this round and they have a better chance of winning the bonus. This game is in a bad place right now. I'm really convinced. Really convinced. I think anyone can beat anyone because the pistol rounds is the whole game.
Gentlemen can do it, because if they can play the meta and then have those explosive comps, that makes a great team rather than one that can cause an upset here and there.
Yeah, for too long maybe they have looked past the flexibility these compositions provide. And now may feel a little bit
or maybe it makes it exciting, but it's just who wins pistols.
They thrive most, being able to switch things up all the time. All will be collected for free from the tank. Get that res a little bit sooner. Takas is pretty close to a showstopper.
Yeah, and they're going for how Rare Atom used to play this a little bit with the insta wall over towards A. And I think that's a great idea if this is your normal smoke. Good news for Vitality is they see this early on, so they can start taking this and spraying it. Gotta probably break another one of this, right?
Of course, the timing here is going to be everything, but that slow again is just going to be annoying. It allows already the rotation to fully...
30 seconds. I don't know when this knife goes up, but this knife could be everything. Got 20 seconds? Right, double flash. Oh, they both had the omen flash. Oh. 20 seconds. Guys back aside eating all the util.
The smoke is a little bit too deep, and Whalers is able to surpass it, no problem at all. Still though, Vitality finding some answers, running out of time. The wingman is sent to put the spike down.
Damn.
And Logan are there to secure
solid.
the top. Vitality are
solid
really
from them.
Any round wins today.
And yeah, with this round, didn't even need an ult into this one, to be fair.
huge round coming out of Whalers to sort of just break this apart. The thing is that
Disagree, the game is momentum-based, but not only pistol. That's a big stretch. I don't know, bro. You got to think it's double econ. I think, honestly, if you look at the stats, I think you have a hard argument against it.
His opponent can't see anything. So again, just solid counter utility from Bayaz.
How do you fix it? We need to change some stuff. We gotta test some stuff. We gotta try some stuff.
Well, someone else that has got to be proud this round is Existence. I mean, looking at his team start to shake up a little bit better than they have last time. Or last kickoff, I would say. Any other of the other times we've seen Gentlemates play this year, to be fair.
I'll be honest with you, I came up here earlier during the first game.
Yeah.
He was having a little...
The Outlaw,
I'm gonna
man.
assume he had a really
Outlaw
long
wrecked it.
night. Working counter, because this is the thing, like people who don't know him from CS, don't know him from previous games.
How would you find the stats?
Mastermind and is a mastermind.
You gotta
Not
go
only
back.
in just
You
setting
could
up
go
his own team,
2023.
but also finding counters for his opponents.
You go
I think that's where
2023,
you kind of look at Vitality
and then you
now
gotta
and go,
look at
okay,
pistol
is this
into
a coach battle?
into how many rounds on that half, I guess.
Runner, first blood here.
And then you gotta compare it pistols into how many rounds, and then you gotta do it map
Coaches like
based.
Existence, right? He's definitely been around for a while. But this is,
Or maybe you do it by like the amount of 5 nils or 7 1s. Maybe until someone gets 2 rounds in a row could be the stat. I don't know. Honestly, don't know. Oh, kind of like this.
The youngest coach in VCT EMEA right now, 23, 24 years old, something like that. And Existence, he's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
30 seconds left.
I was watching him before I got into esports, so that's all you really need to know. There we
Got
go.
nothing to say, nothing to add to that.
Paranoia. It's going to get them in. That's the main thing. Get into the after plant. A trip doesn't look like it's been broken.
Yeah,
though,
dude,
so
I kind of
falling
like this
back
wall
might
though
actually be
as a
bigger
default.
problem, but with the
I think there's
weapons they
more.
have, you expect
In the
aggression.
shot. Oh my god,
Sage
shots.
Cinder, okay, this just got interesting.
It became doable, that's what happened. And that's
Oh
how
boy,
the
okay,
smoke.
lovely
He's
flash
gonna
on this
find
one.
Bayaz has to save it. The IGL of Gentlemates
Oh.
looking to save the day.
Nicely done on this. Yeah, shots were hit, and it came down to a 3v5, right? Wall goes in, blocks the site in half, and then they can get a safe plant, and then they just hit the shots over towards market. This was awesome.
Hey, it's the pistols.
And they get to pick up guns now as well, so they're in a good spot.
Against you. Logan may be a little bit overzealous, but it looked like they
Is
corrected
it 3v4? Okay, not bad.
From Vitality. You don't have the weaponry to hold.
Yeah, I think there's more potential for walls like this that aren't off the bat, where you just do a bit of a default to take it.
I love seeing Safe.
Yeah, wrecks their econ, and we might have a solid game here. Yeah, you got to say that Gentlemates messed up here. Nice shots were hit though.
There are guns to work here with Gentlemates, and they've got a trap.
Don't lose to a Bucky, please.
Well, it's not
Whoa.
tank. No, tank. No, tank on the wing.
Wait, with the swing on top of it as well.
With the first kill, Whaler's there to back it up. Replenish yourself with some health.
Still there.
The reposition is lovely, by the way.
May want to go for another fight.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, I like it. Kicks from above. Showstopper put in. Rifle collected as well.
That's so manic over towards B main. Okay, stabilizing, it's a 2v3, and while that was going on and they saw all the numbers, Logan, I imagine, pushed all the way from A. I was watching the main screen, not the mini map.
But now they've got to take a breath. Fresh air, Logan.
Lovely from them. And Vitality win one, and they get wrecked in terms of the loss bonus. Good news is, because they won the eco and got some guns, they can still buy into this one.
I'm not happy that this worked. Obviously, he was just there for bait, but the fact that the tank manages to survive there for such a ridiculously long time, and you can immediately see the response.
Ramping up loss bonus. Dude, someone had a good suggestion yesterday that was like, for planting and defusing, you don't get an orb. I'm not sure how much that would change, but I think that could be alright.
Yeah, it's not something I've said so far this season.
Because then it's less in control of like you being like, I can get this orb, you take this. Or like, you have the plant, you take this.
And Safe right back with his mouth to the mic.
Would change a ton? Yeah, I think it's a good
This
change.
is one of those scenarios as well where you kind of wonder how much is going to be put into play here for the side of Vitality. Because you've got to send it with a little bit of extra cash. Maybe they try a hero rifle, because they do have themselves some pretty solid ultimates. Showstopper 2 away, Viper's Pit 1 away, and then everything else is online already. So even though the weaponry is not going to be ideal for a round like this, the ults are so good that you might want to try and gamble it and get yourself back in the game.
The thing is, it's not really the time to get back into the game.
My point is mostly about snowballing ults more than econ. Yeah, pretty much. it's more. I don't mind this because like we're grown up with CS anyway. This is all normal, right? We've had all of this. It's the fact that we have this on top of it, which kind of snowballs both. Like they both snowball. It's times 2. And it's MR12, so it's 12 max rounds. And CS currently is having an issue with the same thing because they've gone down to MR12. So we're in a situation where we have the same issue as them, and we now have ults. And we have an outlaw. That's the main thing that's been going on that we're not talking about as well. We have an outlaw, so everyone has to full eco, so people aren't getting ecoed as much. Because you have full classics. Everyone has to buy heavy armor.
And not only on these eco rounds, not only on these pushes, it's always every single round they're able to.
Okay, this is a low buy. We've got a hero gun, and we'll keep on top of it.
Just keep on mounting up. Potentially looking at a 5-1 here as they walk directly into Takas's territory.
Oh.
Not affected by the dizzy, but the spray down is damn damaging.
Doesn't get out of there? I'm a bit nervous for him. Yeah, and that's a gun down, and the gun's double on this. I think he needed to get out of there a little bit. And now this guy's potentially taking a duel on his own, and we got to relax ourselves with some of these decisions.
Definitely makes this round a little bit more dangerous. The cavalry is slowly arriving, though.
It really has, but Vitality have taken so long to push through. They don't have a chance to be winning out on these trades. They're playing off a disadvantage. Center trying to save it all out for his team, but not going to be happening this time. 2 survivors by the end of that one, and Gentlemates look unrelentless on this defensive side.
Yeah, still, for Vitality, not a bad round at all. Like, you invest one rifle into it, you didn't use any of the ultimates, they're now all online.
No, the insta reset, change the reset. Oh yeah, because it goes down, right? They have this, and then you lose one, and it goes back to this. Maybe that's what needs to happen. It should be no hard reset.
That's very true. And once they do,
I don't know, man. Again, I think we should just have a off-season. Oh my god, not the wall over. Oi, the big buy round, they go for the wall over. Dude, I'm loving Gentlemates. When it goes to a big buy round like this, they're doing so much good stuff. Doing so much stuff to just catch them off. Yeah, again, I think it's an off-season tournament that tries some stuff.
Even though Vitality have got everything to their disposal, they feel threatened. They feel
maybe we do our own tournament. Maybe I can persuade
Mini
to do that with the Coach Potatoes money.
Oh, Safe is under some real trouble. There is absolutely no way he gets out of that. Perfect flash. Get rid of the lurker. That now makes this take on.
Not that I think it would ever change Riot's mind, but
and they've got no utility either.
It'd be fun at least.
You're gonna have to come up huge with the showstopper here. You're gonna have to find a wonder triple kill of some sort to put Vitality back in.
3v5, and they are so close. We can have a swing off this no matter what. Bro, they're playing so good, by the way.
Found, but kicks ain't kicking no more. Runner, what do you do with this?
Wait, that hit him? It looks so far away.
Being covered by 4 players. And he can't have
I tell you what though, Gentlemates, in terms of it, their ideas on the big buy rounds that are meaning that Vitality don't have money, like their ideas are great. And they're playing so well, and they're hitting a lot of shots. Like, it's so nice to watch right now.
And Gentlemates collected themselves a 6th round.
I genuinely love watching this team. They have
so many international, it's the Inting National. That's kind of sick.
Like the initial wall over the top just to take a fight that nobody's going to be expecting.
That shot was wild, man. It's just straight up pre-fire.
Wall on the other side, and then to not only just sit there and go, okay, that's our aggression done for the round. No, there's another layer. They pop flash through, take out the lurker, and then it's just like they are boxed into.
Right, Vitality now without a plant. I mean, honestly, with a plant they maybe could get a force, but.
And they're still pushing.
Yeah, but they're up against so many ults, so the push here is great. And the Dizzy only spotted the guy top mid.
But still, they keep on winning these fights.
Oh, and the wall blocks the molly and they can get out of there. Wait, oh, don't go back for more. Got such a big win. They hold on to the map control. Okay, then they get the flash out to make sure that he can get out. He just didn't want to take the risk in terms of getting shot from this angle. And 2-person fake over towards A, with 2-person going late in towards B. Do they expect Logan here? Looks like it.
Absolutely not.
There's still 2 people to fight this. Got double off angle.
We'll put him to rest for now, but Takas.
Oh god.
He'll be in trouble.
The missed nades landed on his head. He fluffed the nade and it landed on his head. And they don't expect double here, and these guys are just going to walk into B.
They head towards this B site, and Gentlemate's
That's
defenses have greatly
insane.
extinguished.
Might res this. Got a res over towards here. Res for the 3, but they're very far away. As soon as this res goes in, they know they're super far away. Wall goes in to block vision and shots.
No way it works out.
Got any ults in terms of this one? I mean, Viper ult, but
now there's a Viper's Pit available for
Akash has a nade from the res.
I don't think so. There's no real need. Actually, he goes in for it.
Yeah, he goes in for it, and they might just be a spam fest. One extra molly on this.
Going around here. In the tank, though, I'm pretty sure he checks this. No, he doesn't. Walks right past him, shorty in hand, but
yeah, so tunnel visioned on main.
Lurking like a shark, looking to move out from the depths of hell and drag them all down with them. Is there
Bro, the ace is not enough.
Quite sure there is.
Yeah, he's got it. The ace is not enough. An ace and a loss. Stage things. Well, yeah, man. What more can you do? You gotta get 6 kills. Yeah, it's so savage. Dude, I love this round though. They pushed because they got so many ults. Don't want to get exec on. Managed to get out of here. The res was great. The guy over towards site, I think it was Whalers, managed to get a great kill. Yeah, that one. Oh. He hit 1 bullet on him. Dude, I wonder his actual HP after that, because he was tanking the Viper ult. Minus 40.
It came down to Safe needing to pull out a miracle kind of shows the spot that they're in.
I mean, we're starting to see.
Yeah, and Destro is meant to be, man. I apologize.
We're starting to see some positives from Vitality, but again, even though Vitality gets something going in their favor, yeah, they've got Safe. Benji Fishy said it. Don't 1v1 Safe. Don't do it.
Yeah, they didn't. They 1v3
They 1v3 them. Still.
He still almost won.
Yeah, still almost had it.
But Gentlemate's had an answer in the likes of Whalers this time, who, to be fair, hasn't had great performances this entire year. But
Tatiana 22 with the Prime. Thank you so much for the 6 months. Thank you, thank you. Pansy, hello by the way. Good to see you.
In any situation while there are other players around to help.
Cows are cool as well with the 100 bits. Appreciate that.
Whalers went for it and it paid off.
I think the reason I think
Cows, I can double check that today.
Is because I feel like he is that smart player.
I'm pretty sure it's working, Cows. I'll double check it today and I'll get back to you if you're around for Americas. A Monkey Meatloaf as well with 100 bits. Thank you so much. They should just trolling me. Monkey underscore enjoyer as well with the 10 months. Thank you for the Prime. Thank you for the 10 months. Knife info for knife info. It hits 2. Maybe he didn't hit the Viper. Yeah, just hit 1. When the smoke goes down, do they just wall up? Oh, they duel behind it. Surely you don't push. Or they're going to wall and then double off the wall?
That is nuts. It's going to be
Damn, dude. Yeah, they weren't expecting the second person, but I love the idea. They get a double angle on top of the smoke. The ideas are so good in the big buy rounds. We could go back and you could look at all the big buy rounds and what Gentlemates are doing, and it's just so nice. Got this wall on the one before, you got this wall on here. Maybe should have got them too if he continues spraying. Ult goes in, and that is a great kill. And Whalers can just go down middle. They can get middle. They can Cypher ult this. They might want to wait a little bit. Cypher ult, and then they can just work out where everyone is and then just send it. Whoa. Uh-oh. Trades? Yeah, they might have fluffed it a little bit. Who knows?
Puts Gentlemates on the hot seat. Can now not only do they have to get on the spike, but they have to deal with all the players hiding out. When Main still blinded, doesn't care.
Where are we?
Into the smoke. Vitality are starting to lose players left and right. Gentlemates are winning their trades, and there's nothing.
The solid retake. Smoke on the top, completely blocked vision. And yeah, that was nice. Everything's played well though. They're playing the round so well. Another round where they had a sick idea, and it's so cool. They just have like loads of little micro ideas, And they're just ticking them off. Just like, okay, let's use another micro idea for the buy rounds. We got another one, another buy rounds, another buy rounds. And the ecos, they're just playing pretty normal, playing their own game. But then when it comes to the big buy rounds where you can send them to an eco like this, they're just bringing out one of their set little micro plays. Pretty much with the Sage every single time.
But every single time they got better. Every single time they've improved. And honestly, unless Vitality have something left in the tank, this
and they wanted to go early here, and this gets fully shut down.
I thought you said in the tank there, so yeah, I thought you did a little bit of wordplay, but no, not the case. Ultra aggro from Runner.
Yeah, needs to cover this up, and he gets around the corner. Stay alive. Over towards A, where the spike is, by the way. Dave has to get this kill.
Under control. Well, not really.
Oh, his movement's kind of nice. Unlucky.
No, not really.
Dude, they're annihilating.
Took a bit of damage that round.
Gonna 2-0 them.
But it's still theirs.
Yeah, there were moments where that looked possible. But again, it's only been that round number 4, that round off pistols. That's it. It's a sheriff round.
We've seen source level existence. Oh, for sure, Pansy. Dude, he bought back the old Rush Banana, and then 2 people hide back of sight. He literally bought it back on Icebox. 2 people rushed B on Icebox, and then they had 2 people hiding yellow. You gotta respect it. Strats that have been working for 20 years. It's working still.
Not very good heal if you're healing yourself, but
he's not just your healer.
No. That's the advert. Should be a next line of the.
Okay, it doesn't look like they got any tricks for this one though, so it's a buy v buy. And this might be one of the rounds for Vitality, because we got no gimmick small micro plays on this.
I can only assume that the tank thought that
We're pretty good. The first normal v normal round we've seen for the buy rounds.
Definitely a little bit deadly. Oh, he manages to shoot it, but it's a good pickoff.
Yeah, they're fresh out of ideas.
And it leaves just one man actually defending the site at the moment.
Honestly, if he got a pick off of the kill on Thrash, I would have been bowing down to our new king. It would have been nuts. But Vitality have some room to work with here. They've got numbers advantage. Dagger spotting out 3 players doesn't prompt a rotate here from Vitality. They're actually sticking to their guns, and Gentlemates know of it. They've got this whole thing red. Flash is superb. Can they find an answer to it? Thrash in retaliation. Vitality, this is a chance, but Tuckers has come into the mix. He looks to spice things up, but it's still a 1v3, and an operator isn't the right gun.
Pretty early reposition from him, but as the smoke goes over towards spawn, they should be expecting this.
He can actually opt to try and risk this one. Try and go back in for something. He might not have the opt for the next round, but I don't think he'll mind.
Is he going to pick up a Vandal and go for the 1v3?
Went all the way around. Trex has got this kill.
Knife out though, when Trex is going to look at him. Bad timing! Imagine if
okay, doubling the rounds. Can they get a third one?
This would have been an entirely different world.
Finally, we see a resurgence for Vitality.
8 Riley, thank you so much. Or Briley, maybe, with the Prime. Thank you for the 3 months.
I do think that there was expectations that Logan had that cross. I think that might just be slightly miscommed or just not catching him as he goes past, but that actually leads the tank going to his death, and he's been the main problem that they've had outside this A site. I think he might just go back to the standard of just walling something off at the beginning.
Is this the round, the catalyst, if you will, for Vitality? Can it all be the round that they needed, really? Draw it all back, find the confidence, but they are going to move quite quickly into this one, but there's already strong defensive setup here from Gentlemates. Seems that Vitality have no respect for it.
Flash was kind of wasted.
Instantly in. Hasn't found an opener. Whalers just spraying
whoa,
down.
Whoa.
Out, but the flash is superb. Not quite enough to keep the Gentlemates defenders alive. But Runner has gone berserk. Found 2 kills for himself. And Vitality heavily in the lead this round.
It looks like it's done. Yeah. It looks like the 9-3 will be happening.
Yeah, but they got so many from the plays. Yeah, this is so funny, man. Gentlemates. I mean, let's stick with this. They still have a wall as well. The wall defuse. Wall defuse create chaos. Let's see it. Gonna wall this, my guy.
That's the end of that. But hey, wait, no way, no bloody way! Bias doubles up. There might be an opportunity here. Runner's gonna have to push past it. Make the impossible.
That's incredible, and that right there is one of the reasons why I'm a big fan of Sage on this map.
End it there.
Holy.
End it there.
What was it at one point? A 1v4?
can't believe it. There was literally
1v4
just
gets the
enough
res
time
off.
for him to put that wall down and defuse. If he hesitates, what was it, 0.29 of a second? They lose that round. I literally cannot believe.
Yeah,
that we've seen
1v4
this
gets
much
the kill,
impact
brings it to a
of
2v3, the
someone
most
peaking
perfect
in a
wall.
round that was
This guy
over,
hits
and
double
then Bears
kills,
just the
and
bodyguard.
look at it.
Like, you
That's
are not getting
incredible.
past him.
That smile.
These two, man, I'm telling you, they knew this was a they knew this was a one day. They had so sure that they had won this game today that they bring out the double shirts. They were already celebrating.
Someone who can defend me, make me feel safe.
They've literally got their outfits on for tonight to save time, and they can just straight go out after this to celebrate.
But here, Vitality trying to find something work out in the pistol. Yeah,
Crazy.
they're still overwhelmed from the previous one. Imagine how the Vitality players are feeling right now. That was stolen away from them. Cold-blooded murder.
Oh,
We've
yeah,
seen a
that's
lot
gotta
of
be,
10-2s though.
One of the biggest throw rounds I've ever seen.
You just break the timeouts, right?
Yeah, that only happens because Drex dies, but I can't even blame him. Like, why would you expect them to be able to win with that much time left? A 3v3. The site of A.
You'll have
is
Omen Flash
completely
wall.
open. Like, there is nobody here. Even though there's aggression coming in, they may just opt to try
Yeah, and this
group
guy
up
can't
and
really
play this
push
one as a
anywhere
retake.
because there's just
I
question
don't
marks
think it's worth
all
the
around
gamble
the
for
map in
Sender
terms
to
of where
try
they
and play
could
this
be.
one, especially, bear in mind,
Well,
he's got the paranoia. So he has the perfect
They
piece
also
of
pushed
utility
over
to try
towards
and
B,
get
they
back
found
in.
the trip.
The thing is, though,
They
if
don't want to
this
give
is
away
cleared
the fact that
quickly
they're
enough,
over here, so they
they can
decide
get
to
him,
walk
place
all the
that
way
wall
back.
down and just make things awkward.
They're
And
going to
that's
have
it. I
so
feel like
much
that's what
util for the
Gentleman's
afterplan. They're going to have
excellent
double
at.
smoke,
It's just making a
wall,
lot of the
and
retakes
Omen
or a lot of
Flash.
the takes in the first place awkward for the side of Vitality.
I guess Vitality spent the last few seconds taking a few breaths in.
Omen's going way too aggro with this util.
Because Gentlemates don't give them any of those. It's all down to time.
No, you had all of the util, Logan.
But again, it's not
I like the self boost though. You'll be looking at this wall thinking, well, or at least looking at the agents thinking, well, no one can be up here. We don't have to worry about this angle.
Up here, but I'm not so sure. Paranoia's not even going to hit him. They're looking to break the wall. He peeks up, takes round for free.
On the wing!
And they got the higher lower set up. They're so good right now. The Sage is annihilating Vitality. The Sage is doing everything. It's been responsible for all their little micro plays on defense on the big buy rounds. It won them the round at the end in terms of the defuse and obviously the res. And then it's just winning them this as well. Boost up to this position. And then he gets this, and then this guy insta runs to a higher lower.
And he's just so ready to try and play off the back of it. At this point, Gentlemates are so high on life that they aren't losing this game.
And if anyone asks why did Vitality lose, you can pretty much say 4 out of 4 pistols, and just, I think if Existence has a bit of time, and they just won't lose because he's too good at snowballing. They're too good at it. 4 out of 4 pistols, the most perfect snowball example we've probably had. Just sick rounds into the big buy rounds. Sick ideas into them.
But of course it's Natank to open up this round safe. Sheriff in hand, walled up.
Like they just had so many good ideas on the big buy rounds. They always, and they just capitalized on the advantage.
Too damn clean, too damn accurate snaps on his head. It's the only thing we've been hearing, snapping sounds. It's been Vitality's heads, skulls being cracked wide open. What truly can you do? Close up the distance. You've got this thing as wall is being troubling to deal with. Safe, only good for the one as Takas looks to clean up with a ghost.
HP.
Send up. You sent your team into death. And now you'll have to follow them.
A little bit of straight damage there on top of this. Okay, 10. Oh my goodness, they're wrecking them, bro.
They are on map and series
decided
point.
to help them out. He's like, guys, I'm playing so well. I'm just going to
Bro, they got 6 rounds in 2 maps.
He was 1 HP.
What was the fast score again?
I don't think it was. I hope it wasn't as close as you might think it was, but he's had a great round anyway. He also chucked off the rifle as well. Did it bounce back?
They got 5.
Yeah, he did.
7 rounds in 2 maps.
There was one shell over the wall that caused his demise, but
Okay, 10 chances to finish this one out. Vitality went for the force buy round before. They go for another force on top of this.
Unexpected, to say the least. I didn't expect anything of the sort.
The Omen Flash shutdown. Everyone gets out of there though. Bears takes a good bit of damage, but we got the heal for that.
What is left to try and save Vitality is something that revolves around SMGs no, I would say primary rifles either.
Ooh.
They do have safe. They still have safe.
And Whalers went to try and take a timing over towards A.
Whoa. The riflery still
There's the
seems very well
EMEA
on
speedrun
Gentleman's
day.
side.
Yeah, that's true. Holy.
But anything that Vitality do, they need to
Dude, maybe I
second
could
guess
go
it,
Jim.
triple guess it. Very deep positioning here from Takas in mid. While the rest of the cavalry moving in towards this right-hand side. Safe's holding out. Only defender towards this A side. I mean, who else do you want? But honestly, if it's up against 3, even the greatest will struggle. Flash out indicating presence. Save has to drop back, respect it. Trex, good read onto Takas' positioning mid. Vitality have softened it out.
30 seconds left.
An opportunity. Safe again. He's just trying to buy time. 25 seconds left on the clock.
It's going to boost him.
Try and take their
Okay.
move. He's going to
That's
drop
tough.
the spike as well. There's a trade. Still a chance for a clutch.
Surely not a 2v4 though.
It would be the most
Again,
gentlemate's way
really?
to close it ever.
Again, Tom, do you reckon? Logan on the plant,
Player
Bayaz on the swing,
standing.
but it's
We'll
Vitality
slowly count
to
this one
finally
down.
get a win.
9 chances. Where are we at with the ults? Runner's going to be 2
It's
away.
not been
No.
their day.
Th-
And they're
this
going to
is
make
not
sure
a
they get all the
mountain to
upgrades.
climb,
Kicks just needs to
Tom.
find a
This
gun.
is-
No, you're climbing a volcano. Even if you get to the top, you're gonna get burnt. Like that I
That's
just
fair.
I don't see how they can possibly get back into this game, especially with the way that their opponents have been playing, even just on an individual level. Like someone like Whalers or Takas or Bayaz on a tank or Logan will clutch out one of these rounds. Screw it, if it goes far enough, maybe Existence will jump up on the stage and clutch one.
We've seen everything today, Tom. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw that. But yes, Gentlemates in the
Get out of
stratosphere.
my way.
Merci. Oh, one sec. I will deal with him. And yeah, I'm sure he would. Buy round on both teams. Vitality, they've been able to hold on for a little bit. For
Like that
how
he has
long
2 different
can they do
lineups.
so, though? Sender,
He has a
flushed
run
off.
lineup and a standing still
Mid
lineup.
kept
From go
wide
for
open for Gentlemates
three.
to
I kind of
move
both there ready.
Flash was thrown
In a tank
basically
gets a kill, he
just
gets
to-
his res.
It's forced them back initially.
Runner
and
gets 2
allowed them
kills,
to
he gets
claim
his ult.
space elsewhere. The rotation won't be anywhere near as quick as normal.
Runner there
There's
to
your
try
res.
and stop off this onslaught. So far, good for it, and it's clutched up from Trex. Good pincer movement.
Yeah,
For
and
that,
just contact
Gentlemates
into
will have to
contact
wait
into
to
pinch
close
over
out this
towards
game.
middle.
Tripwire destroyed.
Now, Whalers has some space.
Come on, are we really believing again?
I like the fact that we're seeing Vitality basically just not overface this,
That's
not
true.
overdo it. Like they know that at any moment one of these players can just take over a round. So now that
Yeah,
they have
you got to think that maybe
advantage,
Takas should be
don't
going
give them
in
those
there
fights.
fast. I agree.
Logan trying to find an alternative angle to this. They know the approach has come mainly from mid, and that's where Whalers has shown his presence earlier, and now has done so again. Not quite going to use the cage just for it. One-sided smoke, yeah, that's going to complicate everything. And with 30 seconds, even if you do pick up the spike, you've got to go for the plants.
30 seconds
Yeah,
left.
this is not going anywhere. But good stuff from Vitality, though. Reacting good on the fly, getting a good crunch into mid, stopping Gentlemates, getting the right read. I think that's a big aspect to it, because I feel like Gentlemates have been keeping Vitality blind the entire game. It felt like Vitality are trying to read an invisible book.
Last player standing.
Yeah, I think also just what they've been very good at is with sort of utility. A lot of the time you can't do a lot with. They've been very good at doing a lot with it. Like again, just like a Sage Wall. The amount of times they've been caught by something silly off the
Well,
back of a Sage
we're
Wall.
on 8.
It must just be infuriating.
Smove.
In the end,
Smove
Logan's gonna get
54
to
with the
keep this
prime.
gun,
Thank you very much
but
as well, mate.
shouldn't be much more behind
Appreciate
it.
that.
Maybe
Welcome
a
into
few
the Slug
sheriffs
Club.
here and there. They still have the res on the tank as well, so maybe they can put something into play this round. I think the only other real danger will be the showstopper. If that gets close, maybe there's a chance that Mates can steal this one.
That's fair. I mean,
They're afraid
given
to
that
draw
Logan's
numbers,
also
dude. I'll
away
do it bigger.
from the shadows,
How about
we might
that?
even see some crazy luck. I wouldn't be surprised. We've seen everything. We've seen everything.
Stinger.
Gentlemates, though, looks like with
One
the setup,
hero gun
they're
saved.
having their eyes onto this A side, which Vitality have heavily occupied this time around.
It's a common point of contention, especially early in the round, and just sending Runner. He's got a showstopper as well if they really wanted to try and put them
Really
in the
would.
dirt. It's
Oh
gonna
my
be a
God.
triple peek, and actually they've caught Logan. That is the one rifle.
Why would you ever get
I
util
think
out
it's gonna
here?
be retrieved though, yeah.
I haven't
Takas
enjoyed
will
these
be
2
able to
rounds
get
from
without too many
Gentlemates, with the
problems.
Sage going
Logan was
fast, with no
doing this
util, and
intentionally.
then the hero
That
gun.
won't work out for him, though.
Hidden.
Takas will have to give it a go with
Yeah,
his
that's a
Vandal.
flash out early.
Not to say that the Sheriffs don't hit hard from Gentlemates. You've got to respect it.
A drawing
Safe
stream? Dude,
is
this
front line
basically is
on
that.
defense here on B.
Poison's off.
The Valorant's just an excuse so I can draw. Life goes in his 3.
That's very true.
Yeah, the information garnered. You can see players already in position 3, in fact, as they look to actually aggress off their own utility. This looks like it's going to be an absolute bloodbath, just leaving the tank, and now Beaz, I don't think he's clutching this.
I love this wall as well. This wall for retake's just really, really good. It means that no one can take back his sight, and then when you have a double flash as well, it just gives you something to pop all the way through. You never know when the actual flash is coming. A big fan of this wall, especially with this comp. It just makes a good amount of sense, especially if you're playing retake on this site.
It's always the economy is always kept in check, right? Not really allowing not really allowing Vitality rather from gaining momentum here.
I will say.
Okay, second buy round, and is this Existence getting involved? Yes, it is, and they got so many ults here that you would imagine they can come up with a pretty good plan.
Until they lose. I think that's what we're looking at the moment. Unless all 5 players die like 2 rounds in a row, I don't think that's going to be Vitality's biggest problem. And actually, they are going to get another pause now because Gentlemates are going to take one instead. I think it's a good time. Like, the ults are pretty much all building up. Like, I don't mind if Gentlemates even just like stack them so they have all 5 and then just go, okay, all we need to do is take this 1 round. The only thing is it's the same for Vitality. You got 2 ults that are just 1 away, 2 away, and then you have yourself the showstopper.
Yeah, pretty much Deco. The Sage is great on this. That's why it felt like Paper X were a step ahead when they kind of changed their comp. They created the original fight one site, retake the other, and then they created the new comp of just Sage to be able to make sure you can retake without the spamming, or without the util actually capitalizing as much as people would want. How did Woot look? Great. Like, really, really good.
Action to just close it out right here, right now.
Yeah, I think as well.
First map was a little bit odd though, I'm not gonna lie. First map, they pretty much just ran it down A every single time for like the last 8 rounds.
Even at the early stages, when you have 2 pauses, use one of them.
On attack. Okay, and Gentlemates call a timeout, and we see the aggro play from Vitality. It's an absolute classic. Talk about it every single time. Dude, he did so much damage with this ult. He did so much damage with this ult. In reaction, I guess we had an Omen ult.
Gives moment for Gentlemates to enter into this B site.
What is he? The man is used from the shadows to go into their spawn. I love that they've had. This is like the most matchmaking strat I've ever seen. Like,
yeah, but look at them. It's doing good things. 2 people are going hunting everywhere. And he is 2. Oh boy. Not the 3rd. Omen flash for his mates can get it, and he focuses on the other 2. TP away. Easy rounds. Easy round because of 1 TP. Holy. And they get full info. Trip goes up in the after plant as well. They gotta go through this smoke, and there's another smoke.
Hoping they can make it through to live and fight another day.
Whoa, what are you doing there?
Whale is dropped. And that makes things a little simpler, but they've got to move outside of a smoke and they don't really have a flash to do it.
Lovely, man. Lovely ult. Made the most of it. They started running when they didn't know where he was. And that is a lovely example of just like snowballing in good plans into the buy rounds. Shout out to the coaching staff here. I think they deserve a big shout out. Especially for that icebox as well.